Hey YouTube, Fatan here, back with the second part of my Let's Play for Monster Hunter 3v8, using my old cable with Xbox 360 controller. The video I uploaded just before this shows my little setup. The audio isn't going to be great. I've had to fiddle with the cable a lot to get it to actually play standard audio. I've had to mess with the volumes to try and eliminate some background noise. I hope it's all gone. I've turned the volume of the game down. And yeah, I have to actually be on this now. I was trying to control the game without actually clicking on Remote Joy Light, and then X-Pad was like trying to control XSplit. But we're hunting a Velocidrome. I did have an idea for putting over like a little weakness display chart, but in the end, I found out that there's no real image I can use. The image of the monsters themselves in the games is copyrighted by Capcom, and the images on like the website is on like the wiki, the wiki's copyrighted every image on it, so I can't upload any of those. Sadly, there's quite a few rules to being a partner. I'd literally have to like draw or find on DeviantArt, like go on DeviantArt and find an image of every monster, and then ask the person permission to use it in a video, and then it would delay videos. It would also mean a lot more editing time, which means I'd get less parts out. So yeah, I'm playing this with the Xbox 360 controller. I have never played this game with an Xbox 360 controller before. But I'm just doing this so you guys have a good idea of what the sound is like in this game. And I think he's actually in Area 6. Or 8, one of the two. Oh, he's in Area 8, okay. Welcome to the Velocidrome, the original drome. This is the first one you fought in Monster Hunter Freedom, or Monster Hunter on the PS2. And I'm hoping that the audio is good here. I'm not going to be doing any saving until I've finished the video, and until I finish the video and check whether it's actually recorded the audio. This guy's pretty much the same as the Gear Prey, except he's got more health, does more physical damage, but has no element. That's pretty much his deal. He was the first boss of sorts in the first game. You had to do like 9 quests to get to him. No, 5 quests to unlock him, I think. And that's him already weak. I haven't been over my gear yet. I'll go over it after this video. I did have to do quite a bit of farming to get this gear. Yeah, you can see my camera flicking down every so often. I am not used to controlling it like this. Okay, apparently he isn't weak, and he just got put out of the trap because my kitten stunned him. Okay, he was weak. Why didn't he get captured? I hit him with 2 tranq bombs in a trap. I don't know. That's weird, but that's basically that guy. That guy is not any stronger than the Geodrome. Wow, I never thought it'd be this hard to control this game with the analog stick on a Xbox 360 controller. But let's go over my gear. I'm using the full battle armor. This is 1500 zenny a piece. Takes a little while to get, but has decent fire resistance and good defense. The armor you start with has 1 armor a piece. This has 16 armor a piece, for defense a piece. It also has slots if you want to gem in attack up medium. But what it gives you is attack plus 10 and sword sharpener plus 12. Sword sharpener you sharpen faster, I believe, and attack up is self-explanatory. Now the sword is Iron Katana and Grace. You have to build the Iron Katana, and then you have to upgrade it once to get this, and that's a lot of like Macalite, Earth Crystals, and iron ore, basically. It's pretty much the best early game katana in this game. Ooh, yes, that's a lot of good stuff. I've also been using Trenya's bow. I decided to use it in the end. And I've been using that to get a little bit of money, getting some high value drops and selling them to make getting money quicker for the armor. And I also sold a bunch of the starting weapons because I was never going to use them. Like, I'm not going to be using a gun lance for a very long time, or a lance or a hammer. Until I get the ones that I want, I won't be using them. It's just, like, it makes for a more interesting video, like me using all the weapons, I guess. But at the same time, I'm now having to use an Xbox 360 controller, so that already adds some depth of difficulty without me being forced to use a weapon I'm not used to. Anyway, yeah, I'll show you the weapons I've made when that cat finally decides to. I hate how often, if you actually talk to that cat, it takes forever to be able to talk to this guy. I have the Bone Slasher. It's 2 upgrades on the Bone Blade that you start with. Has just about greed sharpness and a decent amount of damage. I don't know what I'm going to be using this for. I'm probably going to upgrade it into the Fin Blade and get a Water Greatsword. Same Water Greatsword I used last time. I'm going for the Bone Katana Wolf, which is what those fangs are going to be good for. Damn it, those were fangs. You can get fangs off of Trenya's boat. I got like 20 fangs from Trenya's boat. I need hides. I'm gonna have to do that. I'm not sure. Do you guys want me to show you the Velocidrome quest, like killing the small creatures, or do you just want the big creatures? But here's the Iron Katana Grace. Rarity 2 is just an upgrade of the Iron Katana. This one, it's upgrade Iron Katana Gospel. Isn't got much more damage, but it's got a lot more greed sharpness, which is actually considerable. But it wasn't worth farming that. It took me ages to get 7 Mechalite to upgrade to the Grace, and Gospel is going to take me a while if I don't have access to the jungle, which I now do. I wasn't going to go to the jungle because I wanted to show you the intro movie to it, which I think was shown. I've only just woken up. I'm kind of behind a bit. I made the Frost Edge here. This is for the one of the wyverns called the Yian Kut-Ku. I'll show you what it takes to create it. It's not much. You need 3 knife mackerels, which you can fish out of your farm, 5 gear press scales, 8 iron ore, and 8 ice crystals. It doesn't take much though. That's actually a nice S&S for damage. I might build it. It depends. But yeah, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go and kill something called the Bulldrome, because he's a good way to farm money, which I'm gonna be doing between this and the 3rd episode. But I'm just gonna kill him with this weapon again. I do have hot drinks, yes. There's no point. I'm not gonna bore you with the farm. I normally go to the farm between each quest. But here is the Reckless Bulldrome Hunter. He's basically a giant bull, as his name suggests. These aren't real monsters. Like I have my list of real monsters, and these aren't in it. These are listed as big monsters. However, they don't really merit that title, in my opinion. The only reason I could possibly die to this guy is because every time I try to move the camera to the sides, I keep moving the camera up and down, because I have not used an Xbox 360 controller in a very long time. There we go, rations. But when I get my new cable, I should be able to use my PSP again with its normal controllers. People say they don't like the PSP controllers. I actually prefer them to using this controller. Like, believe it or not, I actually prefer the Xbox 360 controllers, not PSP controllers even. I just feel like there's so much more it's not delay as such, but like the left and right buttons on the PSP are much faster than the triggers and bumpers on the PSP. No, on the Xbox 360 controller. Man, I'm screwing up all my sentences today. But yeah, this is just not going to take long at all, really. I just got to get to Area 7. And I don't know why I came through this path. It's quicker to climb up, I think. I might have to time that. Just got to go around to Area 7, and then it'll be pretty simple. They give you a portable shock trap. They pretty much carry your hand in these starting quests. The monsters aren't that tough, and they give you traps. So, yeah. Well, welcome to Bulldrome. He's got a low tail, big tusks, a very big nose. Yeah, also playing on the monitor, it feels different, like, considerably different. Just in general, my current setup, I've literally changed everything I knew about the game. I'm not listening to it in stereo audio, I'm using a mono cable. Like, that cable is so old, it doesn't even have stereo. Like, if any of the channels break, I lose all the audio, which is why I need a new cable, because I think the cables in it are actually dying, like pretty much to the point of breaking. But yeah, this won't take much longer. If you farm up this sword, you'll pretty much be able to beat every single monster in the. I'm actually at the point of thinking I haven't even been going 10 minutes. 10 minutes is 600 seconds. Okay, I've been going 10 minutes. 10-minute video is not much at all. I'm gonna show you the Yian Kut-Ku. I'm gonna go get the sword and do Yian Kut-Ku. This is gonna be a little more difficult than I had hoped, but I'm not gonna just do a 10-minute video. Basically, this game looks very unenticing and boring at first, but it's basically easing you into controls. Like, this guy is pretty much there to teach you guard, dodging, rush mechanics. Basically, I think the drones are literally there for reaction times, if anything else, because they're quite fast and agility and agile. Agility wins in this game. Like, it doesn't matter how much your sword hits. If you can't land it on something, it's useless. Agility really does win. That's why I like the longsword and SNS, because they're really agile weapons. There's pretty much nothing here that's worth anything. But I'm just taking it all, and the Bulldrome hide doesn't even build into anything decent. Like, he has no armor. I don't even know if he has a weapon, which it's needed for. That's the only reason I might keep it, because I can't remember. But yeah, that's the Bulldrome. The Velocidrome's weakness is thunder, but it also said on the wiki that the Bulldrome's weakness is thunder. Now, I don't know if that's accurate or inaccurate, or because I don't see his weakness being thunder. He's kind of a flabby monster, like, got a bunch of fat on him, and fat doesn't really conduct electricity that well, you'd think, but maybe it does. Maybe I'm just being dumb. Probably just being dumb. Anyway, pretty much a giant bunch of icicles. Thing I like is that it's made from 7 ice crystals, but there's only pretty much 6 here. No, there's, oh wait, no, there's a handle guard, I just realized. I'm not gonna eat at the food thing because I don't know any of the real combinations, so yeah, there's no point. There's no point putting stuff away. Wait, do I have health potions? I might need those this time. Normally I wouldn't bother with this, but I have not fought a real wyvern with the Xbox 360 controller yet. I didn't expect it to be this different. Yian Kut-Ku. Now this guy's armor is decent. Decent-ish. I think the Kut-Ku's weakness is water and ice, if I remember rightly. It's both of them. Now this guy is meant to be your first real wyvern, and in the original game he really fit that description. He was a wool like no other. people that joined in Tribe really struggled against the Baroth. But when you played this game, the Baroth wasn't like if you played the first Monster Hunter, the Baroth was nothing compared to the Yian Kut-Ku in that game. It wasn't so much that it was just like strong. The reason it was a wall is because you had no real gear to fight it with. The reason it's so easy in this game is because of the Frost Edge. Now, there's no reason to not have the Frost Edge at this point. You're pretty much gimping yourself if you don't have it. It's a great weapon pretty much throughout low rank. Like as long as you upgrade it when the time comes, it's a really good weapon throughout low rank. High rank, it can be upgraded more, but it starts becoming like really costly to do so. It takes a long time to upgrade it. Just noticed XSplit skip a bunch of frames there. The shadow got stuck. I'm hoping that doesn't show up in the video. But this guy is the Yian Kut-Ku. You can break his ears, that's about it. You can break his ears and his beak. You can break his beak if you have a crushing weapon like a hammer. But I never learnt the hammer properly in this game. I had no need to. When you're in a team of people that all have like different preferences, like we had one person who only liked lances, one person who loved hammers. Me and Lee, we both used like great swords, S&S, and long swords. But basically, you just wanna. Yeah, disarmor is kind of is stupidly strong for this point in the game. You don't need to buy battle armor. You can buy hunter mayo instead. Okay, I think I've got delay. Now I'm realizing. That's why the game feels so weird to me now. There's just a small amount of delay between when I press like A to it actually moving me. That's annoying. And it kind of makes me want to not use the controller anymore. And yeah, the SNS is renowned for locking you in combos. Someone who's new to Monster Hunter, their instinct is to spam button. You spam button in this, you get locked in combo, you get a tail to the face. That's how this game works. This guy's weakness sign is when his ears go down. Oof. His tail also has a nice hitbox at the end of it. I'm just gonna heal up. And yeah, this guy's meant to be your first weapon, and there goes my camera again. Oh yeah, I'm not sure how you'll do with white shark. Okay, you'll bounce. There's no reason to not have this weapon at this point, so you have availability of green sharpness. You have the iron katana grace and the iron. You can even get the iron katana gospel if you really want to be safe, but I wouldn't recommend it unless you really want to farm up the. Normally you have to scratch the sword 3 times to sharpen. Sharpening skill increase makes you only have to do it once. Makes it very good for, because normally you have to leave the area to sharpen against some monsters, but with sharpening skill increase you don't. Now, people watching this might think those wind auras are really annoying, but until you've gone against Kashade or you don't know annoying wind auras. Basically, what's happening here, like where I'm getting blown away every time he flaps his wings, that happens consistently with Kashade, or unless he's poisoned or you've cut his tail off. It's either his tail or his crest. I believe it's his tail. Or he hits a certain point of weak. No, I didn't paintball him. I'm an amateur. He could go anywhere. Go watch the shadow. Area 2. I'm gonna go 5-2-3. Okay, I believe he's gone to area 2. I'm a complete amateur. How could I not paintball him? I was too busy yammering my head off. Oh yeah, if you want, I don't have a timer. I really need to get a timer, but I'm trying to like determine how long the video is by looking at the amount of frames encoded. I'm assuming it's not like it's dropped 0, so I'm assuming all 24 frames a second are being encoded. Not 20, 30. Duh. 24 is when I stream, because my internet is a pile of crap. My pretty much my computer in itself is pretty. Oh, he's in area 1. Damn, I'm an idiot. I forgot he can go there. He always goes to area 1 after area 6. Like usually when you do this quest, if you try and run around to area 6, then you have to run back to area 1 because he's already run off. This is pretty much not paintballing a monster is what will take you the most time in a quest. It'll cause you to like waste so much time. But oh wow, he isn't even here. Wonder where he is. You can mine that wall. There's like the there. You can mine that crack. Oh crap. Okay, well this was meant to be a quick quest, seeing as I've got the strongest weapon in the game at this point for this. Wait, he is here. That's why audio helps. Wow, I missed everything. Depth perception for the win. And yeah, now you're about to see why the bullfangos in this game are really annoying. Oh come on! He never does 8 swings. He must have done 6 and then 2 or 4 and then 4. Because they only do them in multiples of 2 up to 6. Holy shit! Oh my god, really? This controller is so much more difficult to use in the PSP. You just can't get... Oh my fucking stupid bullfinger. I'm not a fan of this area because in Monster Hunter 3 Unite they pretty much shoved it chock full of all these trees, vines, whatever they're meant to be. Well, there's nothing above it, so it's got to be like trees of some sort. Okay, well he's weak now. But because he's enraged, he won't admit he's weak. Fucking Bullfango! Jesus Christ! The Bullfango will cause you to die more than the monster will. Holy fucking shit! Wow, he just walked straight over the trap. And he's going to area 5. Man, I would have... I hate this Bullfango, man. Like, it's just fucking... You won't hear me swear often, but this is one of the cases where I will. Because those guys are just was meant to drink a potion. I'm not gonna be able to kill him in like one hit or anything, so I want to actually take a hit. But those Bullfangos will literally get you killed more than the monster will. Like, monster wind is annoying, monster like attacks are kinda strong, but fucking the Bullfangos, they're just there. Like, it takes 10 or so hits for the monster to kill them. Like, it's just, they have stupid amount of health for a stupid creature. And yeah, this is, every time I place a trap when it's weak, it goes out of rage mode and decides it wants to be Mr. Smart and go sleep. Like, every time. Without... I did it with the Geodrome. It ran out the area. I did it with the... I did it with a Rathlos. And it instantly limped away. And because I don't remember all the limping paths, like the exact spot where they go when they limp, I completely forgot like that this guy goes to a certain point in the area, blah 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 blah. You have to try and make them charge you. I place the trap, they go out of rage mode and fly away, so they don't charge me. It's really annoying. And I don't want to waste time sharpening, I just want to kill this guy. And I want to get off this controller and just... There we go. Okay, now I'm done with this controller. I'm not gonna do a third episode using the controller. I'm just gonna wait for the cable this time. I just wanna farm Kut-Ku and Velocidrome / do you guys want to see like all the slaying of the little creature quests and like some of the gathering quests? I won't do all the gathering quests like the boring ones. I'll just do the ones where you have to do something interesting to speed it up or do it. Or like even complete, like the egg ones are kind of interesting, I guess. But do you want me to do all the quests or just like show you each large monster quest, like the 2-star Kut-Ku, then the 4-star blue Kut-Ku, or wherever the blue Kut-Ku is? I think it might be 3-star actually. Like Raffi and Rathlos, all those like just the big monsters with level appropriate gear, of course. Like gear. Well, the thing is, I'm playing through a new character. It's going to be level appropriate gear. Or would you just prefer me to show you the all the stuff, like pretty much all the quests? I'm going to show you the training missions because those are a requirement to unlock certain quests. I'm going to not do them for a while. There's no point to do them this early and clear them all this early. There's nothing to really build at this point, I don't think. You need to unlock quite a few monsters in the training before you can actually do much with it. But yeah, now I can do the Yian Kut-Ku training. And I just realized I've been saving this entire time when I said I wasn't supposed to, because I was meant to check the audio. Oh, if the audio hasn't worked, I've still recorded the video and the mic, so that should be fine, I hope. Anyway, this has been it for part 2. Kinda lengthy part again. I wasn't expecting the fight against the Kut-Ku to last so long. I really can't use this controller. I've used the PSP for so long, I can't just use the controller properly. It feels so weird. Like, I'd have to learn the game again, it feels like. Oh well. But I'll see you guys in the next video. Probably going to be part 3 when I get the cable. Or I might be doing a duo let's play with one of my other friends, and also trying to get over like a little MOBA burnout I'm going through right now. I played like 10 games of Z in a row, and I've started to get a little burnt out of League, so I'm playing a few other games for a while. And then I'll start doing my League of Legends commentaries again. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video.